So we're going through another wave of moral panic. Like I swear, it's like the Twitter fucking crowd, which are a bunch of no names. The vocal minority, the people who go clickety clack on the damn keyboard. Like they need to generate their hate towards a thing, and if they do not do that, they turn inward. They're like a fucking horde of flies that if they don't get into anything to eat, they'll eventually eat each other. So apparently, the new moral panic is against this game called Stellar Blade, and there's a few interesting arguments, right? The one I'm gonna tackle first is the "she is but a child." Because there's this odd group of people who believe if you like anime, you're a pedophile. And it's like, okay, so the game is made by adults, it's coded by adults. The actress who plays this character is an adult. I'm assuming the character in the anime is an adult. Again, I didn't carbon date the fucking pixel, but this screams adult to me. But again, the idea is if you like anime or if you like, I don't know, anyone who looks like this, you're a pedophile. And okay, let's not look at any of that. See, any of that, that's probably gonna get me in trouble. And again, it's an interesting argument because designs like that used to exist in the early 2000s and in the 90s in American entertainment, right? Take, the old X-Men, take comics. Characters looked exactly like this, but no one shat their pants and no one screamed it's but a child. And again, you have shows like Game of Thrones that had interesting things, like sexual things being done to underage kids. But, and again, it was like 16, 17, teenagers. It was for teenagers, which, again, no one flipped shit. No one flipped shit because it was done here in America. Again, I'm not saying that should be done. I'm just saying, between things like that, and I doubt there's anything sexual in this. It's just a game about a hot woman swinging a gigantic goddamn sword. Is my safe search off? If it is, I'm probably okay. Let's do that. Just so I don't get in trouble. Because I don't know how. Wow, that still shows. I'm assuming it's good. But, and again, it's people who know that anime is popular. And anything that's popular, you need to get mad at and go against just to farm clicks, farm views. I mean, do odd things exist in anime? Are there odd anime out there? Absolutely. But you could easily say there's just about as much weird and odd Western entertainment, right? But again, people don't like that. The people who make this argument don't care, right? They're just raging against something that's popular, like My Hero Academia, which has absolutely nothing sexual in it, but it does have like fan service, which is how they sell the anime, and it has everything to do with the culture, right? Like in Dragon Ball, in Akira Toriyama, God rest his soul, right? You had scenes where, Goku like you have Bulma in the shower, and you have that scene where Goku is sleeping with Bulma. I think it's Goku. It's been a while. The young Goku is sleeping with or it's this fucking goofy ass child sleeping with Bulma, and he's feeling around her privates, and he's like, "Oh, where's the Dragon Balls?" And again, that's done for comedic purpose. It's not sexual or anything. But again, for some reason, people don't think this way. People don't be like, oh, well, it's a different culture and it's trying to portray a different emotion. They immediately go to sexual. And again, this is a money printing machine. Like, what's that Chinese game called? Uh, Now this will probably get me slapped. Nikkei? Yeah, this right here. This is the Chinese money printing machine. Like, people will throw money just to see this. And apparently it has a good story. And most people just... It's a game with this. That just happens to have a good story, right? This prints money. Like, if you want to make money, if you want to be the greedy capitalist corporation, this makes money, right? And again, they're incapable of doing this because, again, you have Nikkei come out, Stellar Blade come out, and people are just hurling wads of cash at it. But again, the question is, why isn't Western Entertainment blowing this out the water? Because Stellar Blade might have a shit story, but again, people are paying for this. And then this, again, is another argument I'm going to go after is, oh, it must be a shit game. It'd have to be sold off of this. And I'm like, yeah, probably. But it's apparently what the market wants, right? I mean, if the market cares for no story, I mean, again, it depends on the game with me. A good story is always good, but this is like the icing on the cake for me. So, maybe it has a shit story, but again, all I know is people are hurling money at this, and apparently people are petitioning to have it changed, like the rating changed on PlayStation, so they don't sell it on PlayStation. And at this point, there's like if that's all it needs to take is to have a game change from adult, like from a whatever rating it is, to have them sold on PlayStation to adult, you might as well just get a fucking PC. Like, if that's all it takes for this. And again, I doubt, I'm going to say it right now, there's probably absolutely nothing sexual about this. It's just a pretty lady in a pretty costume, looking pretty, swinging a giant goddamn sword. And again, people on Twitter freaking the fuck out about it. It's like, you know what? How about if you have a problem with this? Hey, you have your games, right? Your games with ugly goddamn characters. What you have? Suicide. I spelled it wrong. Squad. Right. You have this game, right? Suicide Squad. Like, with your characters looking like this. Right? You have The Last of Us 2. You have the characters, your characters looking like this. Right? Again, if you want characters that look fucking butt-ass ugly, you have games for that. Right? Saints Row. Was it the remake? Well, see, Saints Row used to look like this, but now it looks like you have this. You have your ugly fucking characters, right? But what I find fascinating is they have a problem with choice. Like, they genuinely want you there to only be this. Like, you having the ability to choose this is something that they just simply can't stand for. Like what is the saying? Why do we stand for this? It's like, you don't have to stand for anything. You can just sit the fuck down and watch and play and consume the games you want to consume. Let the market consume what they want to consume while you enjoy this, right? And this. Let the people enjoy this, is what I'm trying to say. Because I generally don't understand the argument. It's like, You have a rogue company that's not even in America, right? In China, putting out a product that people legitimately want to see, and Americans are genuinely flipped out about it. It's like, again, you can, like, it has never been so easy to make a video game nowadays that sells. Like Pal World, Helldivers, The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Like, right? This is proof. And now Stellar Blade is proof. Nikkei is proof that it doesn't take hundreds of millions of dollars, 10, 11, 12 years, like 10,000 people to just make a video game, right? You could, like, but again, what they want to do is they want to infest things that are already popular, which, okay, fine, whatever. And by they, I mean ideologues, people who, have the reins of, say, Halo, but doesn't care anything about Halo. They just want to ride the skin suit, ride the IP like it's a skin suit, wear it. Right? People who are, again, over Saints Row but don't actually care about the IP or what Saints Row used to be. They just want to shove in current day, current year bullshit. What are the kids into? Right? They're into, I don't know, shitting on capitalism, shitting on nationality, talking about college debt. Right? These people who don't legitimately see video games as art, they see them as just another product to just be mass produced. Again, you can get away with mass producing, like, cars, right? You can get away with mass producing, like, tools and parts. But you can't really get away with mass producing art. Now, can you? And especially when it costs $300 million to make. And, like, years to make. And objectively more time on the part of you and on the part of the consumer to, digest the art. Like, you just can't get away with that. And we're seeing the effect of that now. I mean, you have so many layoffs happening just across the board with entertainment in the West. I said this in my last video that maybe the West just needs to step the fuck down and let, apparently China or South Korea or Japan, put out products that the market actually want to consume, like anime, right? But again, the Western media just simply cannot do that, right? That's why they go after games like Stellar Blade and games like The Coffin of Andy and Lele and like Pal World, because it's like they want, the mass production. They want Ubisoft to shit out yet another Assassin's Creed. They want Activision to shit out yet another Call of Duty, right? They'll lap that shit up immediately, right? And again, I think I made this argument before, but the people who shit on Power World being like, oh, it's a Pokemon knockoff. One, no, it's not. Like, Pokemon doesn't have guns. Pokemon's objective, it's a better product in my opinion. Unfortunately, Games Freak has no idea how to actually sell the product. I hope the mic is on, because I'm about to hit you with a fat point, right? I feel like you're ready. You're ready to have your mind blown. The exact same people who shit on Palworld for being a copy of Pokemon are the exact same people that will buy the fuck out of games that are remasters. So it is literally the exact same game. Maybe they add a little bit more into it, right? But it's mainly just mostly a reskin. Like, the exact same people who shit on Pal World, which is, I guess, Pokemon adjacent, but it does its own little thing, are the exact same people who will buy literally the exact same game or as a remaster and for $50 fucking dollars. A game that was made 10 years ago. And this is just something I fail to understand. It's like, okay, what if Pal World is a Pokemon? Again, what if it? Why? I mean, it's selling. It's selling millions of copies. So, again, in this game, Stellar Blade will absolutely sell. Despite it probably will have a shitty story. Probably be like, no one care about the story. Like, this is probably all the people are going to care about right here. But why do you care? Again, just buy your fucking remaster of the exact same game for 50 fucking $70 fucking dollars. All right, consume what you're the shit you want to consume, and let the market consume what they want to consume. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Peace.